fantastic. This is GT racing right now.
He's got traction, he's got everything outside of both of them! Maloney!
Oh, he's taken Anderson! Anderson's up top!
Oh my God! Oh. Big crash! Oh my goodness, half the field's gonna get rolled!
Second very close. These guys are want to make their way through the field very quickly.
Oh, there we go!
Oh no! That's massive! This is it! This is over! I can't believe this! Oh my God!
God, what?
Are you spending a lot of time looking for setups and struggling for faster lap times? Are you tired of searching online for answers? Would you like to get setups, analysis and tutorials from some of the best sim racers in the world like Ralph Alla, Mitchell de Jong, Martin Krunker, Josh Rogers and many more? If so, virtualracingschool.com is the answer you've been looking for. VRS data packs provide hot laps from our professional coaches for you to analyse and replicate. They provide tutorials that walk you through the fastest laps and what the pros did to achieve the best times. And they provide the setups you need to ensure your car is competitive in both oval and road racing. If you're ready to get faster and reach more podiums sooner than later, just go to virtualracingschool.com and sign up for a free account today.
Great friend Kane Kraft as we get ready to bring you a special round one race from Mount Panorama at Bathurst. This is going to be a special start to a incredible season. Hopefully, we just finished an awesome one with season 3. Of course, crowning our champ Corey Shepard. He'll be defending that here in season 4 as we start off on a very legendary track here at Bathurst. Kane, how are you this evening?
I'm excited for another great season, and like I said, we're starting it off here at probably the most amazing track in the service here at Bathurst. Lots of big names joining the race here today. I think we're going to see an awesome race.
Yeah, it's time to tackle the mountain, and it's going to be should be, I don't want to go ahead and jinx the race, but it should be a very impressive race. A lot of great names in the lineup tonight. We had a really great season last season, and I hope that just continues to grow as we start our fourth and final season of 2021. Let's take a look at the map here, looking at Bathurst. As you get a layout, as it's almost 4 miles a lap here, as the guys will be racing up and ultimately back down the mountain, and you get a little look. You'll be hearing us talk about different parts of the track. As you see now, our Australian friends, they know this track backwards and forwards, but for some of us that are in America, it might be a track you're not quite as familiar with, but it is definitely, just like Kane said, it's legendary. If you look at great tracks around the world, this is definitely up there, and tonight is going to hopefully show you exactly why.
Yeah, we got on top of such a great track here today. We've got an entire season of great tracks coming up this season. We're starting off here round 1 at Bathurst. Next we go to Barcelona, Suzuka, the Hungaroring, Long Beach, Kota, Interlagos, Mid-Ohio, Road America, Summit Point, Donington, and we finish it off at Snetterton. One heck of a season coming at you guys.
This almost looks at the midpoint almost like an F1 schedule. It's so many legendary tracks coming up this season. We are in for a really big treat. And Kane, there's a lot of those tracks I'm looking at, just thinking that these could be, in any other season, could be highlight races just about each and every week. I mean, you are literally going to be seeing some of the best racing. It's going to be a great way to cap off 2021. A lot of people are getting ready out on the track right now as the guys are qualifying, trying to put down those tip-top hot laps for great, important, as always, grid position for the start of tonight's race.
Yeah, we got a pit window between lap 7 and lap 15 this race. It's gonna be interesting to see how people do their strategy this race, because some of these guys are super good at saving those tires and they may pit a little early, and some guys will wait till the very end to hope to have some better tires toward the end. So strategy, I think, will play a pretty good role in this race.
Yeah, we've seen it go both ways. We've seen some guys that have pit early, and we've also seen a few that have come in very late to see if that pays off for them. And it really varies on the track. It also varies on a lot of the conditions on the track. So, we'll see. I'm sure a lot of it will have to do with how tight some guys are. If you're in a tight battle with several cars, it may be a good idea to pop down pit road, get away from the heavy traffic, get back out on track where you can just focus on you and the mountain. Don't get in there and get too tight in a pack and cause a mistake, contact made. Also, as well as I do, Kane, sometimes when you get into a good battle with somebody, it can actually hurt your time. So it might be part of their pit strategy just to get out of that tight battle with another car, get into the pits, and hopefully they'll come out into open track where they can focus on running fast lap times.
Yep, all of that is definitely good information. That's the pit strategy. Oh, Sebastian Tixier with a little slide and bang there to ruin his qualifying effort.
Yeah, tough break for Tixier. He was coming in the number 11 Racecraft Mustang. He was making his way up the hill here, and I don't know if he just was he got on the accelerator a bit much. The back end started to step out on him. He tried to save it, but like you said, Kane, unfortunately made contact with the wall barrier. So that ended looked like an impressive run, but he's going to have to start over and hopefully put down a good time. Currently, I'm looking at him as 10th fastest as far as qualifying goes.
Since we got just a couple minutes left, let's talk about what the V8 Supercars Americas Series is. For anybody that just happened to tune in, this might be your first time watching the V8 Supercars Americas Series. What the V8 Supercars Americas Series is, it's the iRacing Supercars Series official session. It's just run on the American servers, and it's just the Thursday night and Friday night strength of field races, what they call it, on the official iRacing service, and we cover
slice of heaven.
Yeah, we cover the Friday night race. That's what they call the big race, the biggest strength of field for the Americas servers each week, and it's a fun little series.
It is. It's a wonderful series. It's also the series that Kane and myself started broadcasting, so it's kind of got a special place for us, as well as we just thoroughly enjoy it. And it's fun to watch this series grow. And it's good to see some old names we haven't seen in a while on the track tonight, as well as some new names. So looking forward to that. We're just under a minute left in qualifying. Right now, it is Jackson Harlow on the top of that chart of times. He looks to be the potential pole sitter, and we'll see if that does hold. He has a few guys. Last season's champion, Corey Shepard, currently sitting fourth, and we'll see if he's able to pop up, and also Richard Hamstad up there as well. So we'll see. just how these guys are able to hold on. Josh Anderson, another one who is right there. He'll be on the outside of the front row. So we'll see how that goes as we get ready to close out our qualifying efforts. 10 seconds remaining, and we'll see where we're at.
Yeah, only a few drivers left on track. So Josh Anderson and Tom Freer looks like the only two still going. I think it calls it.
All
when
right.
that time runs out, it's done.
With that, we're going to be looking at our starting grid for tonight's action. And let's take a look. It is in the front row tonight. It is pole sitter Jackson Harlow with Josh Anderson on the outside. In row 2, it'll be Richard Hampstead and Corey Shepard. As we move back to row 3, it'll be Jake Maloney and Jordan Ross. In the 4th row tonight, it's going to be Tom Freer and Kenneth Latter. In row 5, it'll be Dylan O'Shea and Sebastian Teixier. In 6th row, it'll be Ross Rizzo and Togo Hisada. As we move back to the 7th row, it'll be Diogo Diniz and Riley Bilson. Rocco Horvath and Paul Young make up row 8, while row 9 belongs to Mike Budzine and Tyler DeBosch. As we look back to the 10th row, it'll be Darren Shannon and Sho Kanitake. Kanitake, I think is how we say that one. Roy Clark in row 11th with Simon Mazzomo. And we move back to row 12 with Rafael Benavidez and Steve McLean. In row 13, it'll be Jordy Lundy and Kevin Braza. That is our cars for tonight's race. The guys getting ready for those lights to illuminate. And we're getting ready to start season 4 of 2021 as we are fixing to go underway.
Yeah, a lot of names here that I haven't seen before. It'll be neat to get to see some new drivers here on such a tough track. It's going to be kind of cool.
All guys are getting prepared. It looks like we're about ready for the race to go here. We're just about underway. And we do have revs. Lights are starting to illuminate. Let's get ready for round 1 action here as we head to Bathurst. Let's see what we got heading down into turn 1. So far, so good. Looking good as we head down the straight. Fantastic. These guys could not have asked for a better start to tonight's race. Everybody inching for position. Great camera here as you see the guys kind of getting singled out. There is a good pass. I'm not quite sure who that one was, but was able to file in. You'll see the guys kind of file in line here as we head up the mountain. But a really fantastic group effort for a great start tonight. No troubles for anybody, knock on wood. And we'll see as we continue here. Great speed, though.
Yeah, Jackson Harlow out in front. Joshua Anderson in that 2nd spot. Richard Hampstead 3rd. Corey Shepard, last season's defending champion, in 4th place. Jake Maloney not too far behind either. Those 4 guys all within striking distance of each other, and it just continues on from there. Everybody bumper to bumper.
Yeah, literally the entire field is tight and ready right now. Guys settling in, some finding their pace. Guys getting comfy. Like you said, this is a track you can lose it all in the first lap. So you can't win the race. What's the old saying? You can't win the race on the lap 1, but you can lose it. So it is good to see just how well these guys have got off to tonight's race. And really that top 5 is going to give us quite the show. I'm quite sure of it. It is Jackson Harlow from the pole, still remains up front. He does have Josh Anderson within a car length. Richard Hampstead, and this is a 3-car battle between Richard Hampstead and Corey Shepard and Jake Maloney. We'll see if that gets fired up here as the top 5 continue really to be about a car length back from each one. It's really a straight line right now. I think a lot of the guys don't want to push too heavy too early.
Yeah, so far single file is the word, which this track, you just kind of until you get to those passing opportunities, your safest bet is to stay single file. But that's pretty much where everybody's staying back toward the back. We are getting some gaps starting to form about that 16th place or so, but the top 15 or so still bumper to bumper.
I know one thing I'm going to have to learn. We do have some new liveries out there on the track, so I will have to familiarize myself with some of the new liveries out on track. Right now, looking on board with Riley Bilson. He started 14th. He's moved up into the 13th spot as he looks ahead to continue to move up through the field. And right here is the crest of the mountain as we start to make our way down. And look at this. Love this. This part of the track's my favorite. It's just so awesome coming down here through these sweeping turns. Right down into the dipper here in a minute. It's just awesome.
So easy to make a mistake going down that mountain though, and if you do, it could be just disastrous for not only you, but the cars behind you. You can get congested, block up the whole racetrack.
Oh, man.
Disaster can happen.
Yeah, you're right, Kane. It can stack up in a hurry, and don't want to see that, but it can happen, and it can be quite the spectacle.
Something has happened to Roy Clark. Started off in the 21st spot, and he is out of the race now.
I hate to see that for Roy Clark. Yeah, we're starting on the third lap for tonight's race. As Kane mentioned earlier, our pit window tonight is going to be between laps 7 and 15. And as the guys are running, it'll be fun to see how they decide to tackle that pit strategy, as we'll know in a few laps' time. And right now, I'm very impressed with Jackson Suslin-Harlow. He was very impressive at the end of last season, and it continues here in race 1 of the fourth season here of 2021. He is looking very impressive in tonight's race. Got out to the lead from the pole, but he has held that very nicely, because there's a car right behind him that has loads of good pace. That's Joshua Anderson in the number 2 Commodore, and ooh, nice little slide there. But anyways, he has stayed right within that car length. He is not letting up. Those two cars kind of breaking away from third place.
I just noticed on Jackson Harlow's black Holden, or I guess he's driving the Ford. I'm sorry, but he actually does have his car lettered up. I thought it was just a black car, but it is lettered with the JK Signs logo. He's got it lettered up like our local police cars have their police cars painted up.
Wow, so we're finding out that is a special livery for the Bathurst 1000. That is awesome. Boy, I tell you what, Joshua Anderson is starting to get a little racy here. He's looking like he may be starting to check out a passing opportunity, Kane. He's starting to move in a little bit closer. And a minute ago, Richard Hampstead must have heard me saying that he was falling back a little bit. The number 4 Beyonce Model Cars Mustang is right there, and he's within about 2 car lengths. So really our top 4 is all in a nice pack there. Of course, last season's champion right there as well in 4th place, Corey Shepard in the Mr. Antenna Mustang. Yeah, Jordan Ross looking like he may make a pass on Jake Maloney here in a moment. He's also in that black paint livery. That is a beautiful livery. Love that black on black. And yeah, coming into the turn there, thought he might try something, but he thought better of it. Boy, there's so much racing all over the track right now. Even as we move back throughout I'm checking back throughout the field, and it's just loads of guys racing all over this place.
There is. There's just hardly any gaps. It's most cars are bumper to bumper with someone.
Still loving this battle right now between Jordan Ross and Jake Maloney. And Jake Maloney in the TTR Mustang. That is the number 5 car. Able to hold his own right now in 5th place, holding on to that top 5 spot, even though he has that hard press and Jordan Ross right there on his tail. Let's see if Ross, I want to see if he looks to the inside here in just a moment. I feel like he could have that passing opportunity. I thought he might try it right there coming into the final turn there, but did not. And now lap number 5. Okay, guys, taking a look at this amazing footage right now. We have dual racing, side-by-side action right now, door-to-door, and a pass is underway right there. You saw the TTR Mustang get passed, and that was 1 spot lost. He may lose 2 as he's able to come in front of the JK Signs machine. I was just going to say, great footage there provided on screen for you guys. That is 2 passing opportunities happening at once. And Jake Maloney falls 1 spot. He may lose another one to Tom Freer in the number 8 Holden JK Signs. So we'll see if that continues to hold as things got really good really fast. We're going to take a look at the VRS replay. Look at the contact that was made right there. Just a little bit of contact was made. Little door scraping going on through the turn. And it almost looked like Maloney may have come down a hair in. That's hard to say.
He probably wasn't expecting him there. I don't know. It looked like he kind of scared him.
Yeah, it's hard to call. I'm a bad referee judge too. I try to be. Look at Corey Shepard right now trying to make his pass. He's looking at Richard Hampstead. He's got the inside line or the outside rather, and he's off in the grass cane. Boy, he pushed hard for that pass, and unfortunately it did not stick as he went off into the grass.
Yeah, that was a good recovery, though.
I do like the passing opportunity. It just did not pan out. He'll get another shot at that here in just a little bit.
Yeah, able to get back on track and not lose any position other than the one he was trying to gain. Still in that 4th spot or so. And, yeah, I think he'll be able to reel him back in and get another shot maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kane. No harm, no foul, no damage. He'll be just fine. He'll get back up there and give Richard Hampstead another run unless Richard Hampstead gets up here and gets with our lead battle. Josh Anderson and Jackson Harlow continue to battle for the lead. And right now, Jackson Harlow has got his hands full. Joshua Anderson is pressing hard.
Yeah, last lap, Josh Anderson was a 10th faster, so yeah. Josh Anderson's got the pace. Just Jackson Harlow's got the position. It's going to be tough to get around him.
Yeah, he's waiting on the right opportunity, Kane. Plenty of time to get this done. He doesn't want to rush it. Like we said earlier, you can end your race here with 1 mistake, and seen a lot of them happen right through that section right there. But yeah, you got to be patient. You cannot push it here. You cannot rush it. 1 mistake can end your race here.
When it comes to driving these cars on this track, these are the most skilled drivers that you will find. Among the most skilled drivers you will find on this track. They're just amazing. They get inches from these walls and inches from each other. It's just amazing how they can push on such a difficult track.
You know, when I was just from a spectator point of view, I always viewed Monaco as one of the most challenging tracks. I wondered how they could get through there in those tight quarters. with such precision, and I always thought that until I saw Bathurst, and I said, oh my gosh, not only is it just tight quarters and precision, but they're not doing it in Formula One cars. They're doing it in these beasts. And not only that, they got the undulation of this mountain. It's insane, the skill level that it involves. None less putting down a fast time, but just keeping the car on the track and out of the wall. This place is tough.
It is tough.
Man, I can't take my eyes off of this battle for the lead. It just, I'm hoping that that one opened up on us, but also the battle for third place is about to be underway again as Corey Shepard has caught up again with Richard Hampstead, and Hampstead might have slipped a hair there. So the battle for first underway, the battle for third underway. Back in the 12th and 13th positions, Riley Bilson trying to hang on as Toga Hisada is right there in the Jack Daniels Mustang. Love that livery. He just made contact with the wall. Not bad, not bad. He's still doing just fine.
Yeah, Riley's got serious pressure from Toga. I think he would have had even more pressure had Toga not just touched that wall. But he's definitely got a rearview mirror full of Jack Daniels.
Yes, he does. And it was a really, he was pressing very, very aggressive. Not over aggressive, but he had a nice aggressive pace going. And like you said, Kane, he just, that contact with the wall, I think, cost him that momentum. All right, so it is that time, Kane. You're looking as pit stops are starting to happen. And as predicted, right after lap 7. So
to take the bite, he is the only one to come in this lap. So Richard Hampstead, he's the one that's gonna bite first.
And just as predicted, right after lap 7. So here on lap 8, pit stops underway. We'll see if Hampstead had the right idea. Josh Anderson, incredible view here from on board the number 2 machine. He's looking ahead at race leader. And you see just how insane this track is. Look at how tough this is. I mean, you see how close these guys are getting to the wall, getting up on these curbs, getting inches from the wall. Reaching just right. I mean, you have to step out just the right amount. Get on the accelerator just enough without tire spin now. You got to remember, you can't spin your tires. You get the back end. We saw that before the race started. We saw a car that the back end stepped out and they got into the wall. It's that easy. The tiniest mistake can cause. And look at this onboard footage. It is amazing. There you go, through the dip there. Oh man, that is awesome. And then down into the straight. Beautiful. Loads of speed downhill here.
Some comments on YouTube on just how amazing that blacked out J.K. Signs livery is. And I have to agree, man. That thing is sharp.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Love it. And a nice touch with the brights around the headlights. Love that. Nice touch.
He's got himself a little gap now, Harlow does. A full second back to Josh Anderson. Hearing that Anderson got a little bit of wheel spin out of Forrest Elbow and also missed a gear. That cost him that second that he's lost.
I want to thank everybody out watching on YouTube tonight. Leave those comments there. We do try to take a peek at those while we are live, so Yeah, thanks for commenting on the broadcast live. If you are watching, we'd love to hear more from you guys. Got a question, ask. If we know it, we'll answer it. If we don't, we'll pretend to.
Richard Hampstead is back in 19th after that pit stop. You have Darren Shannon in the pit lane now, just coming out of the pit lane.
Yeah, great split screen here. One on Shepard and another on Richard Hampstead. And that shows just what the pit, going into pits here, it takes some time. What'll be interesting is to see where Corey Shepard falls out after he goes through the pit stop. Because I imagine there are going to be two different pit strategies. With Hampstead going in so early, he's going to be fighting for grip, you'd think, late in the race. Now, maybe not. He may be able to save and it may do fine now, but he's obviously looking for pace now. The only problem is Richard Hampstead stuck behind some traffic right now. He's going to look down to the inside, try to make a pass in a tough spot, but what a great pass. Richard Hampstead doing great to make that pass. That is a tough place to make a good pass, and he did a fantastic job keeping that car to the inside.
Well, that's a tough job whenever you pit here, because you come back and when you're back in that 19th, 20th position, you're back with
Kane,
a little bit slower of a driver.
Jump into you, but I wanted to say he's going to make another two passes in one jump right here. Let's see if it'll stick. It will. I hated to cut you off there, buddy, but I did not want to miss that. That is beautiful driving there from Richard Hampstead. Made three passes in just a moment's time. As coming down that straight, he had so much speed coming down there. He was able to make two passes at once. That was gorgeous there from Richard Hampstead. Let's see if we can get a VRS replay up on the screen. Oh man, that was awesome. You see the speed that these guys gathered coming, but Richard Hampstead cut down the inside to make a pass and kept on that accelerator, and he was able to build up so much pace. Watch this as he makes not one, but two passes here. Absolutely beautiful. And did not bother the other drivers at all. That was as clean as it could be. Beautiful job there.
Yeah, well, that's, like I was saying, that's kind of the tough part, because Richard Hampstead, he qualified third, and his laps are a couple seconds faster than those guys that he's racing with now. And then plus he's come out and he's got fresh tires and they're on old tires, so I'll bet his laps are probably 3 or 4 seconds a lap faster than those guys. So he's got a ton of speed. These guys are at the end of their stage for tires and stuff, so their cars are pretty wore out at this point. And having to snake your way through all those slower cars can be a little scary.
As we look at the two front runners here, we got Jackson Suslin Harlow, or JSH, in the lead. He's going to head down pit road, Kane. So leader heads down pit road, and that is a big stop. Oh, I apologize. That is Jordan Ross who is headed down pit road. They share a livery today, and I am sorry about that. I was thinking, oh, look, here comes our leader, but that is not. There's our leader. And, of course, right behind him is Josh Anderson. And look at this, less than a second on lap 11. This has continued to be an incredible race between these two. However, we do see JSH with a little bit of a gap he's earned here.
Yeah, and it just extended just from that trip up the mountain. Anderson lost just a little bit more time. He had that gap down to 0.8 seconds. That gap is now at 1.5 seconds. So Jordan Anderson has lost just a little bit more time to Jackson Harlow.
Man, incredible footage around this track. Beautiful cameras. You really get a glimpse at the difficulty.
There in Forest Elbow. Forest Elbow is such an awkward turn to get right, and these guys just have it so mastered. It's like a science to some of these guys how technical this track is.
Right now, Simon Mazzomo is making his way around Darren Shannon. Oh no, let's see what happened. We got Richard Hampstead here. I was watching another part of the track. Let's see what happens. Looks like there's some trouble in front. And oh no, what a beautiful job making it through there. How did he do that? Richard Hampstead with just insane skills to make it through there. What a wreck avoidance that was. Oh, I could look at that again.
I think he might have made some contact with the wall, but just to get through there at all was
the amount
amazing.
of damage that he avoided there, Kane. That could have been a race-ending contact had he made contact with that car. So that was an insane job making it through there.
Pit road, pretty busy place right now. We've got Kenneth Ladder, Dylan O'Shea, Sebastian Tixier, Mike Budzine, Show, kind of take, and Darren Shannon in the pits again.
I don't know if it's on the broadcast or not. It's showing up on mine, but I love, of course, Mike Budzine rocking the V8 Supercar Americas Series logo there on his car, and always love to see that.
Yeah, Mike Budzine, the V8 Supercars Americas official, I guess. He's the show runner for the series. Got any questions about the V8 Supercars Americas Series? He's the guy to ask. He's the one that organizes this V8 Supercars America Series. He's been doing it for about a decade now. And
Great ambassador.
He is a great ambassador for the sport. That's a good way to put it.
It's almost nostalgic seeing that old V8's Americas logo on that car in that blue.
Yeah, it is.
Got a replay coming up on your screen right now. Looking at Darren Shannon. And loses it coming around the curb there. Gets a little bit of the curb and it sends him on around.
Looks like our leader is now in the pit lane. And Corey Shepard as well.
Yeah, both our first and third place driver coming down pit road. We'll see. These are big pit stops. Richard Hampstead going door to door right now. He's going to make another pass. It has been fun watching Richard Hampstead work his way up through the field after an early pit stop. I'm going to be curious to see where Hampstead ends up with Corey Shepard in pit road right now. I'm going to guess that he's going to make it out in front of Corey Shepard. It looks like he will. No problem. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be close. Look at that. So, no, Corey Shepard makes it out in front of Richard Hampstead. So the early pit stop did not pay off quite like maybe he'd hoped.
Yeah, getting back in that slower traffic, I had a feeling that was going to be extra costly.
Yeah, and even though it was awesome watching him work through that traffic, we talked about it in the pre-race about just how important that traffic can be and how it can hold you up. Look at here, got a pass opportunity right here, trying to make his way around some traffic, and does so there. But yeah, that traffic, that is Jordan Ross making his way there, and that traffic can hold you up. There's just not a lot of room, so it's a track where you've got to, if you're going to make a pass or a pass around a lap traffic, you got to get around them quicker. You'll lose some time. It's really an advantage to be out front here. So much, or really any open track. It's such a big advantage. And that's what number 2 car has right now. But as you see, the TTR car heading down pit road, that is Josh Anderson. And he's going to head down for his pit stop. This is a huge pit stop.
It is. He had a pretty clean track for his in lap there into the pits, where Jackson Harlow had a lot of traffic on his outlap. So it'll be interesting to see how these two come back together.
We'll see if he's able to come out close to the lead. Also, you got Ross Rizzo headed down pit road. So most everybody coming down pit road in the last couple laps. And look at this, look at this. It is almost exactly how they went in, as they're going to be about a car length and a half, about 2 car lengths or more now from first and second, but just about
Anderson
how they
gained a second. He's a lot closer than what they were whenever Harlow took his pit stop. So
1.8 seconds quicker for Anderson. So Josh Anderson able to make up a little bit of ground there, and maybe a passing opportunity here in a moment. He is right there with Jackson Suslin Harlow, and we saw Jackson Harlow do a phenomenal job at the end of last season, had loads of pace. Look at how fast these guys are. Good night. Man, they go around this place fast.
They make it look so easy.
No, man, this
so
looks hard to me. I've been there. I know it looks so tough to me. I know what you mean. They do make it look like it could be easy, but man, I know the difficulty, and it is just insane what they're doing. Pushing these cars to their limits here.
Tell you, JD, Bones is watching us on YouTube, so I want to say hello
Well,
to Bones.
of course we want to say hello to Bones, and it is so good that he is watching right now, a good old friend of ours, and hope Bones is doing well. Hope you're doing good there, buddy. Yeah, I told you guys, right on the old not Facebook, on the YouTube comments, and we'll try to check throughout the race and all that good stuff. So good to see you guys out there on YouTube.
Jake Maloney in for his pit stop. That's going to pretty much clear the front of the field. I think almost everyone's had their pit stops now, so that's almost going to clear the field.
Man, look at this. Oh, man, look at this down on the inside, Kane. He's going to make the pass, and he will. It's going to stick. What a job. I was literally looked away for 2 seconds, and look at this. A new leader as we see Josh take the lead. Let's take a look at the VRS replay and see this pass. Wow. I literally looked up and saw this. I was checking the comments for literally a second.
I was trying to figure out if I was watching Jordan or Jackson Harlow.
No.
God, what an amazing job!
Look at that light contact made. Maybe I couldn't tell. Wow. We talked about it a moment ago, Kane, that he had made up the time, a little bit of time in the pits, and maybe that was just what he needed to get up there and fight for a pass, and he did so. So we have a new race leader, ladies and gentlemen, and that's it. Josh Anderson in the number 2 TTR Commodore. And let's see if Jackson Suslin Harlow can get a little revenge, see if he can get that spot back. You know he's going to go for it.
He's definitely got the pace. Fastest lap of the race was set by Jackson Harlow. And these are just unbelievable lap times. A 2:03.75, which his qualifying was 2:03.1, which is just unbelievable.
Yeah, these cars running very good right now. Look at this battle for fourth with Richard Hampstead leading the way. There's Ross right behind him. That is close. Ross going to maybe go for a passing opportunity. Kane, he's going to go to the inside. Let's see if he can, once again, the outside rather, and he made that pass happen. Let's see, there may be in 2 cars. Here's another TTR. Ford going to maybe no, the number 5 car steps back in, and thanks better. That is Richard Hampstead and Jake Maloney. Once again, I want to thank our wonderful, wonderful race director, Jay Kennedy for providing us with these absolutely stunning race pictures you're looking at. And these everything on your screen just does a phenomenal job putting all this together. And without him, we would not have a great V8 Supercars broadcast. So we do want to thank Jay Kennedy again for a job well done. Some of the best in the business right there. Beautifully done. Man, look at this, Kane. Let's see. Look at this right now. Number 10 making his self known. He would love right now. It's Rizzo. Rizzo would love to get up here. Ross Rizzo would love to make this pass. You know he's thinking about it. It's like a shark in the water. He smells the blood, man. He's going to go for it.
Yeah,
He's looking to
both
head
of those
in.
guys got good pace, so it's
Yeah.
going to be a tough pass to
Oh,
get
we got a
done.
car
What do you
turned around on track, King. That's Riley Bilson. We got traffic coming up. That looks like Mike Budzine. And Budzine able to get through with no problem. Let's take a look at the Virtual Racing School replay and find out how that car got turned sideways. So there you see Riley Bilson in the number 22 Mustang. Did the back end step out on him? Well, you see he got on the brakes there. Look, they had some issues. Oh, that neck code. He popped out, and when he popped back in, there was issues. Kane, I wonder if that was a connection issue. Let's take another replay. We got some more stuff going on track. Let's take a look here. So much going on. You see Jake Maloney right now. Let's see if he makes the pass on Ross. They're going to go door to door. Check it out, guys. It is beautifully done. Another outside pass. But don't go anywhere. There's more coming up. Wow. Maloney loses it right there.
A
Oh,
little too hard on the brakes, and that allowed Hampstead and Ross to get right back by.
wow.
Or Maloney, rather.
So much racing going on around the track. I don't want to leave this battle here with Ross and Hampstead as those two continue to battle it out for position. That is the battle for fourth place. And like you said, Kane, we had a three-car battle for fourth, and now it's just two. But wow, I hated to see that happen after an incredible pass, too. All right, coming over the crest of the hill here. Let's see as we make the descent. Love this section, man. Just love it. So fun. It's like a roller coaster. Look at it. Here we go. Time to get on the speed here. It's a great passing opportunity if you can really get a good exit coming into the straight there. And then if you can tuck him behind just like you're seeing, get some of that slipstream, some of that draft effect. And that's why you see it's a great passing opportunity down here at the bottom of the hill. We're going to have two cameras right now. You're seeing the battle for fourth and the battle for the lead as Jackson Suslin Harlow wants revenge on your race leader, Josh Anderson. And so as we look side by side at these incredible battles, the battle for fourth is continuing to be hot as those two guys are going at it. And what's awesome, you got can't think of the trouble on the track, and it looks like our cars were able to get around no problem. Oh man. Ooh, I thought there was about to be contact at the wall right there. Richard Hampstead gonna get his nose out in a little clean air. He's thinking about possibly making an attempt here.
Man, he is right on him.
I didn't even think that was going to be possible to try to step out there, but he almost had an opportunity. Jordan Ross hanging on here, man. He's doing fantastic. He has not let this pressure get to him at all.
Well, Richard
I mean-
Hampstead is a multi-time champion in the
It
series,
shows.
and Jordan Ross has got a mirror full of him, so that's got to be some serious pressure, and he's holding up to it really, really well.
Well, let me try to put it into perspective for somebody out there. I'm sorry, I'm watching this pass here on the right for the lead. And Jackson Harlow looks like he could have a passing opportunity. He does, Kane. He's going to look to the outside. I don't know if he's got enough for it to stick. They're going to go door to door, but it doesn't stick, as Josh Anderson remains your leader with 4 laps to go here in week 1 of the season 4 of the V8 Supercar America Series, right here on Sim Speed. Guys, don't go anywhere. We are 3 laps to go in this one. It is an incredible way to kick off our season here, and it has been fantastic racing since the drop of the green flag, and it is going to continue.
Man, I can't believe we're already down to just a few laps left.
I feel
This
like
is
I'm looking at
flown
a
by.
mirror, Kane, because we on both, what I was going to say earlier, we have these awesome JK signs, black on black liveries, and then they're both battling with a white, black, and red car. So it's like a mirror.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes when the camera switches to figure out who we're watching there for a second. But yeah, both battles are about as intense as they could be.
Yeah, you're going to see things. Oh, look at the contact right there with the wall. Light contact there from Josh Anderson. And Kane, you're going to see things really heat up over the next 2 laps. I mean, this is it for all the marbles. And these guys want this win bad. To win here at Bathurst is a statement, and they want it. This is about to be awesome. If you guys are just joining us, don't go anywhere. Leave those comments on the YouTube comments and watch this. This should be an insane finish here at Bathurst, week 1 of season 4 here in 2021. We're gonna have a passing opportunity. Kane, he's got to run. Man, he just can't get it to stick. He gets side by side again and is shut down. And you got to give credit there to the TTR machine there of Josh Anderson, able to hang on to the lead. How many more of these passing opportunities do you think we're going to see from Jackson Harlow? He keeps trying, but the door was shut again. Another opportunity that does not able to capitalize on that opportunity.
Yeah, boy, it sure is exciting though when he gives it a try. I hope he tries again.
Yeah, that insane fun to watch these this battle for the lead. And right now they're looking white flag will be waving the next time by. So there's only passing opportunities on this track, and you got to think with each one they pass, it gets more and more pressure. The pressure starts going from the number 2 car back to the number 1 car of Jackson Harlow. If he wants to win this thing, he knows he's got to make it around a very fast Josh Anderson, and this is a very fun battle for the lead. What more can you ask for?
Well, back in the battle between Jordan Ross and Richard Hampstead, Jake Maloney has caught up to that battle and is going to be right in the middle of it as well. So that battle could get kind of intense there as well.
We'll kind of keep an eye on that, but right now, with the split views, a great way to watch both battles, because the battle for the win here is just so fun to watch. Wow. 2 to go. White flag will be waving. We're coming down the straight here. Let's see if Harlow can get a good run here down the mountain. That's where you get that draft, Kane. You get right behind him there in that slipstream. And look how it catches him right back up. Here it is, just like I said. Here's the opportunity. Kane, he may have this when he does. That's going to be the one that sticks. Can he do it? Oh, it's going to stick right on the curve. Insane.
Man, Josh Anderson did about all he could do to try to prevent that. And
insane. And the white flag is going to be waving, guys. We are on our final lap here as we come towards the checkers. So the final lap is underway here at Mount Panorama, and a beautiful job there from Harlow as He makes the pass on Josh Anderson, but it's not over, guys. Final lap, Josh Anderson gets another shot at revenge. We'll see if he can do it, Kane. Oh, we got some cars off track. It's going to be Rizzo and Dylan O'Shea, and that is your 9th and 10th place drivers. They're both back on, though, and no positions lost. Taking it back now to our leaders and the battle you were talking about just a moment ago, Kane. That one with Richard Hampstead, the battle for 4th place. That one's heating up. Hampstead's going to look to the inside on Ross. Nothing there. He had an opportunity, but it was not to be. And now we're going to get a pass, an opportunity from behind Hampstead. So this is just insane.
Yeah, Maloney's racing in there trying to get by Hampstead. He's got side by side. I think he got it done.
He did. Beautiful job there. From the number 5 TTR car, he is able to make it around Richard Hampstead there. And that is when you want to do it. Final lap of the race. And can Suslin Harlow hold on for victory here? He's hanging on for dear life. They are pushing as hard as they can. You have to wonder how much grip is left in those tires. And this is going to be it, Kane. We've seen that coming out of the straight. That has been the place to pass. Let's see if we can see another pass for the lead here for the final time down the mountain. Here it is. I think there's too big of a gap. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, Kane. We'll see.
Yeah, that was an awful big gap. I think Harlow's got this one sewed up.
Yeah, JSH may have this one. It may be all over, but the crying. And it looks like it is. Coming around the final turn today, and it is going to be winner for race number 1. It'll be the number 1 car of Jackson Suslin Harlow in the J.K. Sainz Mustang. He'll win week 1. Job well done.
Man, what a great race that was.
Insane. Josh Anderson will come across in a very respectable second, and the final spot on the podium will go to Corey Shepard. Wow. And then it's Jordan Ross, Jake Maloney, and Richard Hampstead as we watch that battle behind us. And Kane, here's another great battle across the finish line here. That's Kenneth Latter coming up behind Freer. Wow, what an insane way to start this season. Impressive. I want to thank everybody for watching with us. Take a look at the VRS replay with us. What a great finish. On board with Tom Freer, that's the one we just saw a moment ago. And you're seeing him run out of fuel right there, and he's hanging on for dear life. Can he make it across the finish line? Look at that. That is so close. He did it. Wow, that is close, guys. 0.006 of a second to hang on with no fuel in the J.K. Sainz Commodore. Way to go. Talk about an earned position. Wow. Man, just an insane race. Let's take a look at our final results from Bathurst here in week 1. As you saw a moment ago, Jackson Suslin Harlow takes the win with his Ford, and the second spot on the podium goes to Josh Anderson. In third, it's going to go to Corey Shepard. That's our podium tonight. In 4th place goes to Jordan Ross with Jake Maloney rounding out our top 5. In 6th place will be Richard Hampstead in his Ford. Tom Freer in the Commodore will finish 7th. 8th will go to Kenneth Latter. Dylan O'Shea will finish 9th. Ross Rizzo gets 10th. As we move back to 11th, it'll be Togo Hisada. Tyler DeBosch in 12th. Mike Budzine finishes 13th. Sho Kinataki will finish 14th. Rocco Horvath will finish in 15th. Jordy Lundy, 16th. Simon Mazzomo, 17th. Paul Young, 18th. 19th will go to Steve McLean, as Rafael Benavidez will finish 20th. 21st will go to Kevin Breza, Sebastian Tixier in 22nd. Riley Bilson will finish 23rd. Dingo Denise will finish 24th. Darren Shannon 25th. And as we saw early tonight, a tough early exit for Roy Clark, who rounds out our 26 car field. What a way to begin season 4 of 2021, Kane.
That's right. Next week we go to Barcelona for round 2. So it could be another exciting week next week as well.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a historic layout too. I believe. I think we're running an old layout. I'm not sure. I have to check on that, but I think it's a different layout we're running. But yeah, Barcelona de Catalunya. I love this track. Fantastic. So like I said, it's an insane lineup this season. One great track after the next. We started off with a bang with Bathurst. Next week going to be a different track, totally different, as we go to Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, Spain. So that is a wonderful kickoff tonight. I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. It's been a blast. We're happy to be back for another great season of V8 Supercar America's action. And Kane Craft with me tonight. As always, a wonderful job.
I do want to give a shout out real quick before you.
Well, you go right ahead.
That this weekend is V8's Cops Premier Series, and in just 6 hours time or so, maybe 5 hours now, the Bathurst 1000 is going to happen this weekend. So it's going to be a big weekend for this track.
That's amazing. Don't miss any of that. Check it out. It's so awesome. And what a way to kick it off with this race here tonight. It was just that much fun. Well, thanks, guys. Don't miss out on more action. You can check out V8 Scops and all here in the coming hours. And we'll be back next week from Barcelona. I'm JD Smith, Kane Craft with me. Also want to thank Jay Kennedy for a job well done tonight. And we'll be back next week for more action. Y'all have a great week.
This is iRacing, the world's premier online racing game. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat to experience today's newest form of competitive motorsport, virtual racing, all from your home PC. Race virtually in endorsed series from NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, the World of Outlaws, Aussie Supercars and more. Take on legendary circuits like Daytona, Silverstone and the Nürburgring. Join iRacing's global online racing community and get on track today at iRacing.com.